It's expensive to redo a big print job, so before you send out an image for final output, take a few minutes to make sure everything is appropriate for your output device and that you haven't overlooked any potentially problematic details. Start with the image resolution. Choose Image, Image Size. Verify that the width and height are the final output size and that the resolution is appropriate. For most printing, 300 pixels per inch produces good results. This image has a width of 11 inches and a height of 17 inches, which is the final size of the poster. Its resolution is 300 pixels per inch. The size and resolution are appropriate. Click OK to close the dialog box. Next, you'll look closely at the image and correct any problems. When you prepare your own images for printing, zoom in and scroll to view the entire image closely. Select the Zoom tool in the Tools panel and zoom in on the photos in the lower third of the poster. The photo of the tourist is flat and a little muddy looking. Select the tourist layer in the Layers panel and then click the Curves icon in the Adjustments panel to add a Curves adjustment layer. Click the Clip to Layer button at the bottom of the Properties panel to create a clipping mask. The clipping mask ensures that the adjustment layer affects only the layer directly below it in the Layers panel. In the Properties panel, select the White Point Eyedropper tool and then click the light area of the building behind the tourist to define that point as the brightest point of the image. The rest of the tones in the image become brighter. The image of the tourist looks better, but the image of the statue appears flat and lacks contrast. You'll fix that with the Levels adjustment layer. Select the statue layer in the Layers panel and then click the Levels icon in the Adjustments panel to add a Levels adjustment layer. Click the Clip to Layer button at the bottom of the Properties panel to create a clipping mask so that the adjustment layer affects only the statue layer. In the Properties panel, click the Calculate a More Accurate Histogram icon to refresh the histogram display. Cast histogram data displays more quickly, but is often less accurate. It's a good idea to refresh the histogram before you make edits based on information in it. Move the input level sliders to punch up the image. We use the values 31, 1.60, and 235. Remember that to increase contrast, drag the black point and white point input sliders toward the center, making sure that highlight and shadow detail is still visible. Then save the file.